if you want a metaphor for my 2020. Ew. Welcome back to my channel and happy new year. I've got fresh vibes, fresh feelings, and I would say a fresh makeup routine, but this is actually my #1 2020 makeup routine. This makeup routine literally takes me around like 15-20 minutes. 20 minutes if I'm stretching it, 20 minutes if there's a cute male on the horizon. Not that there are many out and about in the world, because we are in a global pandemic, if you weren't aware. I don't like to toot my own horn, trumpet. I don't like, yeah, trumpet. But I do really think I mastered my makeup routine in 2020 and got that shit down to a T. Because I don't know if you're aware, but I was not born that genetically blessed. These eyelashes grow straight downwards. These eyebrows really don't do a lot for me. The eyes are saggy, and I have just freshly wiped this camera lens, so it's all here to see. My widow's peak is also coming to make a little bit of a return in 2021. Do we keep her or do we rip her out? I know a lot of people are horrified at the fact I do pluck some of my hairline out. I am actually going to be talking about the products I'm using today. I feel like in all my get ready with me's I'm just like my favorite foundation ever is the Jouer Essential High Coverage. Obviously this is not my shade. This was my Ibiza shade though. I would give a kidney for that tan. Jouer Essential High Coverage Cream Foundation, and I just bloody love it. I honestly haven't found a foundation that's who am I? I cannot believe I forgot this step. Obviously, the Revolution CBD Nourishing Essence Spray. If you have not tried this yet, I feel like, do you know, I'm so proud of us all, kind of breaking the internet. I've seen a lot of you using this all over TikTok. Whenever I see anyone use this, I mean, you know, I'm not the only one to discover this product, I'm sure, but I will be taking full credit nonetheless. I always spray this on before I do my makeup. It makes your skin really tacky, really sticky. It makes your makeup last longer, and also just makes it look so glowy. I feel like Jeffree Star every time I spray my face. Jeffree Star, cool. Hasn't Jeffree Star got himself in a little bit of a pickle right now? Would you just look at that? Honestly, the most beautiful foundation ever. I say that, I cannot see a thing I'm doing. Either I'm really blind, or I don't know how people do their makeup in a viewfinder, because right now, nothing. No. I put my foundation literally everywhere, under my eyes, over my eyelid, and then for my eyeshadow, will we expect anything less? I am lazy or innovative, resourceful, intuitive, intelligent, intellectual. Is that onomatopoeia? I was quite good in English. I don't like to brag. I use the MAC Give Me Sun bronzer. This bronzer is honestly just delicious. It's the perfect warm shade. I don't know about you, but I like my bronzers to be a little bit on the tangerine side. I also bring this under my eyes. You guys know I sound like a broken record, but I like my makeup to be a little bit blown out. Talking of makeup, Jamie Genevieve Vive. Hi, could I get on the PR list? Because if not, I will spend the entirety of this month's rent on it. And I would quite like to keep my apartment. I would like to keep my apartment, but I would also like Jamie Genevieve's beautiful pigments and glitters and shimmers and gloss smothered everywhere. What? Ooh, I was about to say where the sun don't shine. Nope, no. My plans for my channel in 2021 are just to move it to a Jamie Genevieve fan account. She's got bronzer on my Zara blanket. I like to let my foundation set a bit, which is why I do my eyeshadow whilst it's setting. And then I use the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. My favourite setting powders are actually the Holly Boone setting powders, but I think I must have left the translucent one at home. So when I can next see my family or my parents can come to London, I will be retrieving that one back. But I also am a really big fan of this one as well. I only use a really light layer of this all over my skin, literally just so that powder products will blend over. Then obviously ow, why am my jaw really hurt? Then obviously I go back in with the MAC Give Me Sun. Give my face a little bit of depth that all the powder took out. I bring this all over my forehead. I use a pretty big brush for my bronzer, to be honest. Pretty big brush for a pretty big girl. And I just really sort of go to town bringing some colour back. Something I do with my makeup, which I feel like really helps too. I look so patchy on camera. I mean? I'll always apply a product slightly above where the shadow is. So say for my eyeshadow, I put it slightly above my crease, I wing it up. My bronzer, I put it slightly above my cheekbone. When I do my eyebrows, I fill it slightly above the brow. I try not to sort of go underneath where the hairs are. I feel like that is what helps you get that whole like, I know I say it so many times, but if this is the first video you're watching of mine, give it a try. It's pretty life-changing. Bring a bit of that onto my nose to get the colour back. I was so looking forward to my birthday. Do you want to know something scary? I'm turning 20. I'm turning 20. 20. 20. 20. Now I can finally let my hair down. Ow, she's coming down. Face makeup's on. Okay, slip back Gigi Hadid moment, we see you. The ponytail was giving me a bit of a headache, so now we've got a Blair Waldorf hairband on. How dare I compare myself to Blair Waldorf looking like this? That was an insult. I will have a Gossip Girl lawsuit coming to flossie.clegg. I used to have a Yahoo email and I got ripped for it. What is wrong with Yahoo? Destigmatize Yahoo in 2021, that's all I'm saying. Blusher is another essential for me. Any sort of rosy, I like a little bit of shimmer in my blush. I don't think they do this one anymore, it's an old Kiko one. I only put my blusher up towards here, technical term. I just find that to be the most flattering, and then I also sort of bring it up onto my temples. Who wants to know a fun fact? These bones here, your cheekbones, are called your zygomatics. Do you want to know another fun fact? I'm turning 20 in a month. Less than a month. Actually making me teary-eyed thinking about it. If you want to know something I've learned during 2020, is that what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and nobody can tell me what to do, including science. So for that reason, I will be redoing my 19th year for the foreseeable next 5 years. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I don't want the 2. I don't want it. My eyebrows, I'm using the Benefit Precisely My Brow pencil in 4.5. I've actually started using a little bit of a darker brow shade again. A lot of the blonde in my hair is kind of saying, see ya, bye. So I've retreated back to a darker brow pencil. I am planning on getting my hair done again soon, obviously once hairdressers reopen. I did have it booked in for 10 days time, and yes, it is a very sensitive topic, so I would much rather you didn't bring it up. Glad we got that one cleared up. In the meantime, I am enjoying the dark brows again. Part of me does resonate with the number 20, but the other part of me absolutely resents her. She is repulsive. She is uninvited. She is an imposter. With my eyebrows, I do kind of follow their natural shape because I do try and pluck them into the most straight shape possible, but my whole goal with my eyebrows is to try and keep them quite straight, and then also angle the tail up and outwards slightly to sort of give me that, because if you didn't know, if I have not mentioned it at least 20 times before in this video, I do like a bit of a you get the gist. I then just go in with sort of any nude matte shade. I'm using this one from the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. This used to be my favourite palette in the whole entire world. If you watch me when all I would do was pink eyeshadows, A, I'm sorry. B, I hope you never listen to my makeup advice. Put that under my brows. My brows are exceptionally unkept at the moment.
I don't want to talk about it.
'Cause I don't really have to say, who can I am in the UK? Everybody wanna say UK. Reluctantly, and then for my inner corners, it is always absolutely essential that I use like a white shimmery eyeshadow. My favorite one is from this Beauty Bay EYN Fiery palette. This is also a beautiful palette as well. I use this shade called Lucky You, which is like a really light white shimmery shade, and just pop that onto my inner corners. Boom! Good morning to people with green eyes and green eyes only. The thing I probably get the most questions about are my eyelashes and what I put on my eyelashes, what I do, how I get them really long, curled, because they definitely did not used to be like that. Yes, they are my natural eyelashes. Pick me, pick me. I don't wear fake eyelashes, they're all natural. Oh, shut up. I am going to share my secrets with you. I'm very open about this, but I do still always get questions on it. My absolute godsend is the Rapid Lash Eyelash Enhancer. It's an eyelash conditioner. You put it on every single night. I'd say it probably takes about a month to see results, but it will make your eyelashes so long. I am gonna try Revitalash because I've had so many good things. Jamie Genevieve did mention it. Shock horror. I have had so many good things, and I've also heard it increases like the volume and the thickness of your eyelashes. I wouldn't say Rapid Lash does that. I think it only increases the length. And I also heard that Revitalash makes them grow in more curly. And my eyelashes grow down to hell. And I want them to be going up to the high heavens, to Jesus, holy Jesus. Happy belated birthday, Jesus. But for the time being, my fail-safe... Oh, hi. She's sci-fi underwear. I wish I could let you in on that conversation, but it's the private matter. Never a dull moment. There's also a fly flying around here. How did a fly get in here? A fly. Can flies even survive in this altitude? She is the main character. She does not care. So, eyelash routine, quick and short. Rapid Lash, eyelash curlers, Maybelline Lash Sensational waterproof mascara. There are two. Get out. Get out. What on earth? Where did that just come from? Ugh. Excuse if you can hear noises from outside, but I'm honestly a little bit horrified and traumatized. Where did these two flies come from? Did one just asexually reproduce and pop a baby out? Because one is teeny tiny and one is absolutely huge. So I have opened the window, but I live in London. It's bloody noisy. I'm gonna curl my lashes, put my mascara on off camera, and then I will BRB. So the one time I need my eyelashes to look nice, and I'm telling you all about this life-changing eyelash routine, is the time they come out looking like flies' legs. My mascara is dry. And honestly, it's a really sensitive topic, so I don't know why I brought it up. My favourite lip combo at the moment is the NYX lip liner in the shade London. This is my favourite liner when I'm a little bit paler. I overline my lips with this. I also split my lip the other day. I don't even know how I did that. And then I have been actually loving this product recently. This is the Nabla Viper Lip Plumper, and I love a plump lip, if you couldn't tell by how overlined they are. Time for my favourite lip gloss of the moment, which it has always been Fenty Beauty. You guys know I am a die-hard... I split my lip and the lip plumper is getting in it, and I think I might explode. You guys know I am a Fenty Beauty stan, but my lovely friends Olivia and Lois got me one of these for Christmas, and it is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lip gloss, and it's honestly just sensational. The gloss on this is... on. Right, I'm just gonna take... Right. My favourite highlight is the Doll Beauty Doll Light highlighter. This is in the shade Shine Bright. And this is going to seem like a bit of a weird order, but when I do my eyebrows, I feel like the eyebrow pencil is still a little bit wet. And if I put brow gel on, it kind of moves it around and makes them look even messier. I don't think I have the audacity to say messy, because they are messy. One of my absolute cult makeup products is the Jess Hunt Refi. I think this is literally just called the Brow Setter. It's a little brow setter. I know she puts it on before she puts her eyebrow pencil on, but I like to put it on afterwards. It does kind of leave a little bit of a white cast to begin with, but it dries absolutely translucent. It is like soap brows in a stick. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my finished makeup routine. Quite a difference, I would hope, from the beginning. I really hope you enjoyed. Maybe you learned something, or maybe some what not to do's. I can do a really good Grinch impression. I'll do it. There she was. I hope you're all having a wonderful start to 2021. I have really good feelings about this year for all of us. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas, a wonderful New Year period, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye! Me, Olivia, and Lewis are going out to Boris Bike. So excited. Never been on a Boris Bike. Maybe this will be my last... No, don't say that. Don't say that. No, 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 no. Okay, love you all. Bye.